guys, Gary here. Thanks for watching this shit. Today we'll talk about EDC Part 3, and that covers medical gear. So, like mentioned in the first EDC, when I went over all the different things I carry, I said in like Part 2, in Part 1 I said, you know, there's flashlights, and here they are. And then Part 2 talked more in depth about flashlights. I also mentioned in Part 1 there was medical gear. So Part 3 is going to discuss what type of medical gear. And you have a couple of choices to keep some medical gear on you every day, all the time. And I'm not saying you got to carry like a big medical backpack with a fucking litter in it or some other retardedness. No one should ever carry that for any reason. But it doesn't have to be a fucking EMT bag or a purse full of medical gear either. However, if you can, by all means do so. And I keep a EMT size bag in my truck, but on my person I have a couple of options. And what I go with is what I call a good guy pouch that I keep in my cargo pocket. Lately I've been seeing a lot of dudes carry an ankle kit, and they're pretty neat. I can't tell you who makes them because I never really paid that much attention to it. The problem with ankle medical gear is the same problem you have with ankle gun. Like 9 months of the year when I'm in shorts, it'd be pretty obvious that I'm carrying a bunch of shit, in which case then I should just carry the EMT fucking backpack or something. So just like that ankle gun I mentioned in Part 1, it's for a finite time of the year. Ankle medical would be the same. So I go with a pouch that I can keep in a cargo pocket because everything I own has cargo pockets. It has since the early 90s. I don't wear pants without cargo pockets unless it's like a suit, in which case then everything gets changed up, but I don't often have to wear a suit either. So in my cargo shorts that I've been wearing since 1992, and then when I found out later that they made cargo shorts with legs, I started wearing those too. They've got a big old pocket on the side for it. So what I do is I carry what I call my good guy pouch, and it is a Condor pouch. It's kind of a direct ripoff of the Maxpedition pouches. I assume the Condor costs less. It's probably also not made as well, and it was free. It was a gift to me from Jordan, and I said, yeah, I can use that. And so we'll do a in-depth view here of how the pouch is set up and see what all is in it. Alright, this is the Condor pouch I got. It is 5 inches by 7 inches. I really wish it was 6 inches by 6 inches. And the reason I say that is some of my cargo pockets, I can't get the flap closed over the top of it because it's tall, and some of the pockets are so big this thing wants to fall sideways. So if it were 6 by 6 it'd be perfect, but nobody seems to make a 6 by 6 pouch. So 5 by 7 and free, thumbs up. Alright, so on the front of the pouch there is this mesh like pocket 3/4 of the way up. In said mesh pocket I have a TK4 tourniquet laid out as flat as I can get it in there. So I can pull that out on the outside. And TK4 tourniquet, which I think is the best tourniquet that folds flat and fits in a pocket. It does Velcro closed. On top of here I have my XS Sight Systems Good Guy patch. It was weird. I've been calling this thing a Good Guy pouch before I saw this patch, and then I snagged one from Garry over at XS because I thought, what better for the Good Guy pouch than the Good Guy patch? So anyhow, rest of the pouch, it's zippered. I replaced the zipper pulls with something bright that was easy to see, so I used some gutted orange paracord and some glow-in-the-dark zipper pulls. I figured that's a good combination to be able to find where the zippers are. On the back there's a handle. It had some molly adjustable type fucking thing if I wanted to put it on a vest. I didn't need all that shit, so I cut it off, trying to make it flat and as low profile as possible for my pocket. So if I unzip it, inside I open it up, it looks like so. These elastics used to just be like pen sized or whatever, so I cut them to fit what I needed. And there was like a fold out thing that was clear or whatever. I fucking tossed that too. So if we look at it over on this side, I have some Celox gauze Z-fold with the hemostatic agent in it. That slides right into that pouch with no problem. On the little Condor tab, I have a couple of safety pins, which can be used for a number of different things, but keep a dude from swallowing his tongue. If we get to that point, I can stick it through his tongue and his lip. Over here on this side, we have the smallest decompression needle that you can get. It does not have a catheter on the outside, so it is not the most advanced needle, but it is small enough to fit in this pouch, unlike the larger ones that have the catheter on them. Beside that, I have some duct tape folded up around an old business card so that it's flat. It is a few feet of duct tape. I couldn't tell you how many it was. It actually came in a med kit on a roll. I just unrolled it and laid it flat. Then I have an NPA and some Surgilube all stuffed in there together. The NPA has been so beat up in this pocket for so many years that it's no longer sealed. But fact is, I'm not worried about sterility. If a dude needs an airway, he's going to get the NPA. And when he's at the hospital, they can give him an antibiotic too. And in addition to that, behind all this, I have a pile of rubber gloves as flat as possible. The ones here are black, which everybody says, you don't want black ones because blood doesn't show up on it in the dark when you're assessing a patient looking for blood. But I had a pile of free black ones, so guess what went in there? Some free black ones. And that's what I got in the med kit. Once I take the gloves out, I kept those as flat as possible. It's empty. Doesn't weigh much and very unobtrusive. Alright, so that was the pouch. I got to repack all that stuff back in there before I stuff it in my cargo pocket. And you can carry your medical gear any way you want. I don't care, but you're more likely to need the medical gear than you are the gun that you're carrying around with all the extra accoutrement and shit. So if you're going to go be a hero, the chances of you needing the medical gear way more likely than needing the gun. So carry the medical gear and then get some training on how to use the medical gear. And check it out. There's going to be guys watching that say, dude, I don't know how to use some of the stuff that's in there, and that's cool. But maybe somebody else does. I know a ton of people that work in EMS, paramedics and EMTs, all the way up through nurses and doctors that don't carry a fucking thing with them. And then, I'm not at work, I'm not carrying that shit. And then they watch people bleed out in front of them because belts don't make fucking tourniquets. So if you don't know how to use it, do the same thing I did, start carrying it anyway. Somebody else may know how to use it, and then get yourself some training so that you know how to use it. That's all I got. Take it easy. Hey guys, Gary here. Wow, why's the hand? Alright, let's practice this some more. Hey guys, Gary here. Let's